Hello, Mahmoud. This will be some video feedback for you on the milestone 1, which is the print ad. And we've got 4 weeks to go. If you have any questions or difficulties, don't hesitate to reach out. I did just draft. It looks like you submitted everything correctly, Mahmoud. I'm going to open your Illustrator file and see if you have embedded images or linked to them. Okay, so here it's telling me that you have linked your images rather than embed them. I'm just going to click through this. And I'll show you how to embed them. Let me zoom out. It's a small thing, but it may help you. Hey, I enjoy your type effects, by the way. It may help you when you take this, say, to a service bureau or to a publisher. Okay, so I'm going to, first I'm going to download one of your images. And hopefully it's not too huge. See, I don't have them. Okay, so this is the problem with linking rather than embedding. So I'll have to use somebody else's image just to demonstrate. It's File, Place. I'm in Illustrator. Fish around. I know I threw a bunch of stuff out. Oh gosh. Quickly here. Okay, I found a somewhat relevant image. Now here's the tricky thing. Make sure that link is unchecked. Okay, because if it is checked, what's going to happen is your images are going to be missing. So make sure that that's not checked, and go ahead and hit place. And then here is the embedded image. And what's nice is, I can play around with it. The printer, if they need to make adjustments, they can move things around. And I'm trying to move the layer up so we can see it again. But you get the idea, and that way it's embedded rather than linked. Now in terms of design, okay, so Mahmoud, we've got now I can see your images, although I can't move them around. And I think you have a good collection of things. It looks like you've used your masks as well as your altered photographs, and it serves the corporate palette really well. I would suggest that you make your images larger if the resolution will support that, and perhaps bleed them. Perhaps you could contrast this interior spa products photograph against this exterior beach shot. And the beach could be at the bottom, perhaps, bleeding off 3 sides, the bottom and left and right. And the Buddha figure could be bleeding off the top. Consider floating your logo rather than having it in the purple box. I know that's one of the logos in the style guide. But, I guess in short, try to make it less boxy, and if you can. Your copy is good, but, there's a lot of emphasis placed on the address and perhaps not less emphasis on the text. So I would say, think about what you want the viewer to see first, second, and then perhaps last. I don't think you need these silhouettes. I recollect that they were beautiful, but at this scale, we don't really appreciate what they are. So I wouldn't use them in this balanced fashion. Maybe perhaps asymmetrically one really large. Again, maybe overlapping both of these photographs. And then alignment of type. Here you have things, flush left, rag right. Then here you've centered things. I would pick one way or another. I think preferably the more modern treatment is flush left, rag right, rather than centering type. Still, I can appreciate, other writing systems that might make use of this kind of motif in between lines. So, do what your sensibilities tell you to do, but also take a look at professional, say, resort and leisure advertising to get an idea of what contemporary typography might look like.